was playing a game of chess on a plane when something terrible happened. I reached a winning endgame, but a bug in the system wouldn't let me promote. No matter in how many ways I tried, promotion simply didn't exist in that game. But that got me thinking, what if I tried this challenge against real players? Could I win a game of chess without promoting? So, I put it to the test against opponents of increasing levels, and honestly, I didn't expect this challenge to be that hard. Okay, if they give a check, we can stop it like this. Let's go, first game. And I have a goal in mind, and is to play the most aggressive chess in history of chess. Because if I can't win a pawn endgame because I cannot promote, I need to avoid it at all cost. So I am starting with the most aggressive chess opening I know, which is the King's Gambit. Uh-oh, my opponent went for the counter gambit. Okay, so here I need to take this pawn. And now they have two options, either pushing or taking here. Okay, you're taking with the queen. This is surprising. I will now bring out the knight, attacking the queen, winning a tempo. And the whole idea of the King's Gambit is basically to open up the f-file from a very early stage in order to exploit the weakness of this f7 square. So now attention, because they are threatening to take here, to give a check, a discovery check, and we could simply develop like knight here. If they take, we go here, sacrificing this pawn, and then we are ready to castle. But do we have anything better? Yeah, actually, I'm going to take here, because once the queen is taking back, the queen is on a danger square, because can be attacked many times by the knight and by the pawn. And you shouldn't go out with the queen too early exactly because of this, because the queen could be attacked by pieces of lower value, meaning that you have to keep moving the queen again and again and again. And while I'm developing, you're just wasting time. Now, it was very important not to play queen e2. I can't trade pieces. I cannot promote. So, okay, bishop e2 was an important decision to make right now. And then we go with the knight here, something like d4, bring out all the pieces, castle, and use the f-file to counterattack that dangerous point on f7. Bishop out is a very smart move, taking control of this diagonal, which could be very dangerous for me. Now, I was shortly evaluating a tactic, so d4, if the bishop is taking, I have, opa, fork. But after d4, they can also take with the queen, which would threat checkmate and the trade of queens. So that would be a deadly move. That's why we just play knight here. You're developing, attacking the queen needs to move, all good. And the next move will probably be d4, where we are winning a tempo, but this time on the bishop, because we're attacking it with a piece of less value, the pawn. And so the bishop will have to move again. They move the queen on f6. I'm not a fan of this square. Why? Because after the move d4, well, the bishop is coming here, developing again with tempo. I love it. And also, the queen is actually on the square where the knight would love to get out. Plus, look at this. Now my rook is looking at the queen, at the f7 pawn. So this is starting to be very dangerous for them. The move bishop g5 looks very tempting, but there is bishop take d4 check. And if I take with the queen, I'm going to trade the queens, and I don't want to do that. And if I take with the knight, then they take my bishop, and I lose a bishop in this position. I don't want that. So I'm considering actually to play the move knight e5. And I like this move because it avoids any trade, but is improving the position. The knight is now also attacking the square together with the rook. The queen is under attack. And I think the best way to defend... Oh, I blundered a piece. Oh, I can't believe that. That's not bad. That's terrible. Because what they are also doing, what they are also now threatening, is queen takes, which is trading off the queen, reaching an endgame. I can't believe this. Okay, I have absolutely to move the king away because I can't So now we have to win with a piece down and without promotion. Luckily, they don't know that, so we will still try, you know, to checkmate them. Okay, development, very important. We attack this queen, getting out the bishop. Don't try this at home, okay? This is very dangerous. Okay, so the king has not castled yet, and at the very least, what we have is more pieces out. So in theory, we're a piece down. In practice, we have one extra piece in the game right now, because those two are really not active at all. Now, where is this queen moving? Because actually the queen needs to keep this bishop protected. And it's not super simple. Well, the queen probably could go there. Good move. My opponent is also playing so well. Okay. I see this move right now. Also, this move is good, but if I go there, then the queen is coming to b6. Instead, if I go here, well, there are not many squares left for this queen to keep this bishop protected. I hope I'm not blundering anything again. So the queen could come to b4, but then I have the move c3, which is a fork, right? Any other square where the queen could go here, but then I could play something like bishop f3, or maybe the move c3 anyway, because if the bishop is moving, oh, the queen behind is not hanging. Okay, then probably bishop f3 just to attack it one more time. And I need to bring this rook to the game somehow. Okay, queen b4, I think this is a blunder because it falls for this fork. This is like very good news for us. At least we win back a piece. But we're trading off. We're trading off. Every trade is one step closer to failure. I know how that feels when you are about to promote a pawn, but you cannot. It's impossible. It's not a valid rule. Let's see. All right, the queen is going to a5. I'm shortly checking if there is any plan that I have in mind. I don't see anything, so I'm just taking the bishop, restoring material equality almost. We are still a pawn down. But it's not that bad, because anyway, endgame is not for us. We don't want to trade anything anymore. We want to checkmate them. So I will improve this bishop finally. The bishop here. Yes, the bishop here is looking at this pawn. I was calculating this fork that could look very dangerous, but can you see the move I play if the move b5 is played by them? I would sacrifice my bishop, and after king takes, I have discovery check with the rook, attacking the queen, and so I would win the queen. I wasn't left with many pieces to checkmate, but I would have to try, huh? Let's see. Okay, they bring out this bishop. It makes sense. They are stopping me from looking at the pawn on f7. And the bad news is that now they are ready to castle, short or long. And I'm attacking nothing so far. But wait a minute. Where can this queen move? Not here, not there, not here, not there, not here, not there. Not here. So I just need to cover this diagonal. So isn't this move like great? I mean, after this, there is knight b4, and then I have a3, and I'm winning a piece. And also, well, not really. The rook is attacking this bishop, which is protected by the queen and by the knight. So that bishop is pretty much safe right now. This is why you shouldn't go out with the queen too early, huh? Because it could even end up being trapped. After knight b4, do you see a stronger move than the move a3? I'm evaluating queen b3, attacking the knight and attacking f7. And there is no way to defend that knight. Well, actually, there is knight here. But then, first of all, we could still play the move a3. But also, we could just give a check, take on f7. This, I mean, we have to attack. That's our goal. My opponent is also running low on time. Okay, there we go. Knight there. We play queen b3. We believe in this move, attacking f7. Okay, c5 to defend this knight. But we take here, improving our knight, bringing it closer, and the threat is still there. This knight is still under attack, pinned, and this pawn is also hanging. I could have maybe took this pawn with check first, and then captured c5. Okay, let's go for this. We take here with check, so the king can no longer castle, and then we are going to take there. We are actually getting close to some sort of checkmate. All right, the king is running, and we take this knight. Now, they don't have that much time. And I see a possible combination of mate. I'll start to give this check, and now they have to take with the bishop. Because if not, it's a fork, and I take back. And now I'm threatening mate, so they have to take, I take back, but I'm still threatening mate. And they have 20 seconds to find a defense. And this knight move is not a defense because this square is controlled by the bishop. So this is checkmate. Okay, this was a huge fight. Now we raise the rating. For the second game, we try to be a bit more humble. The goal is not to blunder, but let's try to go still very aggressive, because I think if we don't want to go for an endgame, well, to try playing aggressive chess is a good idea. This move is a very good defense because it goes to a position that is not so simple to play for an attack. Okay, you're taking with the queen, which is not a good move because, again, you're bringing out the queen too early. The best move in this position is to actually play knight f6 to capture this pawn with the knight. Okay, so now we play knight f3, attacking the queen. Needs to move again. And what we can't do is trading off the queens. This is very important. All right, let's go for the move d4, which is the typical move in the king's gambit. We are taking control over the center and we want to capture this pawn. I need to shortly think because what I want to do is probably to take here. Okay, I will take this pawn in that case because basically if they take, I take with the queen and this pawn is hanging, but then I think I can play something like rook d1 and they could be in a very dangerous spot. Now this pawn is under attack. I might just pin this guy. Looks great. I'm ready to castle. If I can, that would be awesome. Now we are in front of an important moment because either I trade here, but I give away my strong bishop, the one that would like to attack the f7 point, or I go back. But if I go back, b5 is played, winning a tempo on my bishop. My bishop needs to move one more time, and then this pawn could really fall. So I feel like I need to go for this, and I will go for a very quick castle. So now I have the f file that I can try to exploit at my own advantage. I will play a typical move, which is queen d3. I want to unpin my knight, so I'm able to move, and also make space to my rook that can now join the party. I'm thinking about giving a check, which wins a tempo. And I think I will go for that. I love it. So we traded just one minor piece. Is good up to now. We avoided most trades, but it's still not super simple because they are going to castle next. And then how do we proceed to the attack? I will play the move knight e5, which has a very powerful threat. I'm threatening to take here. They can't do anything, right? I'm attacking the queen and the bishop, and they have no check. So they just lost a piece. But again, usually when you are a piece up, what you should do? Trade off pieces, get to an endgame, promote a pawn, and give checkmate. This is not our plan, because we can't promote. We need to do something else. And what is the second way to convert a game to a win? Is to use the extra material you have to try to attack the king with more forces. And this is gonna be for us the plan. Or maybe not. All right, GG's. Let's raise the rating even more. Let's stick to the King's Gambit because aggressive chess is a good idea if you don't want to go to an endgame, if you need to avoid trades, if you need to avoid the endgame. Unfortunately, they're going again for the counter gambit, which is not the best solution. If they take again with the queen, okay, actually this is the main line of the Falkbeer counter gambit, and now this is the best move. I have to be honest, that's the end of the theory I know. I don't know anything else after this point. And that's pretty much scary. Now they took with the queen, and the move I'm thinking is, okay, cannot I do this? But I know that there must be something along this line of pinning the knight. Okay, I could end up in trouble because I really don't know the theory, but this seems the most logical move. And after bishop here, I would play just bishop there and pinning my knight. Okay, they seem like to know a bit too many moves here, which is scary. But my position seems solid. The only problem... Okay. I thought the only problem was that if they take here, this pawn could be hanging. But basically what they are saying is they are not going to take here because this pawn is stopping my knight from going out. I will play queen d2, which has the idea to go for long castle. But now that I see that, if I go long castle, I lose this pawn, and that's a big problem. So I can't long castle yet. That's why probably this line is not good for white. We will see in the analysis what I should have done better. I think I'm about to make a huge gamble. And I'm taking this pawn. Now, if they take here, I end up in an endgame with an extra pawn, but they don't know that I can't promote. So they are taking back the pawn, avoiding the queen trades. Good. And now where do I move my king? Or like, how I cover? I don't want to cover with the queen because this would trade off the queens. Probably with the knight. But if I go with the knight, they go with the knight here, and they are threatening this very nasty tactic. Hoi boy. And if I go with the pawn, with the bishop, sorry, then they can take here. And they're threatening this rook. Maybe I need to go for very hard measures. And I have to give up material. So, but wait a second. If I go here, what if they still play this move? Uh-oh. I think I have to trade the queens. Well, okay, they're not trading yet, which is a good news. So let's castle long. Now they will trade for sure, though. Wait, but if I castle long, they take, and then they go with the fork here. That's not good. I'm running even out of time. Okay, we can do it. So I might play just this move, just to cover this square. Develop the knight is not a perfect square, but is what I need to do right now. I thought about that, but I didn't find a solution to it. I'm about to play king f2. Okay, this avoids the queen trade. Because if they take with the knight, I can give a check and then, oppa! Well, not really, because the knight is covering that square. I might get checkmated really badly here. Okay, they are taking here, meaning that they want to take this rook, but I'm very happy with that. Like, not... And, I mean, I hope I don't get mated. I hope so. Because after this... They're gonna take here, actually. Okay, I will go for the endgame, guys. This is why no promotion is not good, because you can't trade pieces, and if your opponent is playing good moves, you can't always avoid trades. Okay, let's try to collect material. So we take this pawn. We have the bishop pair, and with the bishop pair, we can still try to be sneaky. Okay, let's bring the bishop back somewhere smart. So here, so we are attacking this pawn. We don't make it simple for them. And then I need to bring the rooks to the center. I need to checkmate that king. One way or the other. And now, from now on, no trades anymore. Because if not, I will not be able to win this game. And my opponent has more than double as much time as me. This looks good. Yes. They are bringing out the knight. Now, if I go with the bishop here, they will play a6. And after this, I'm forced to... Either they play b5 and then they take here, or I have to take in order to avoid trades. And I don't want to trade pieces for real. So I will take here. Yes, I do. But now we are trading again. Because the bishop has to go back and now they can take here. Okay, let's give a check. Bringing more pieces to the game. We really can't avoid the trade here. And my king is also a little bit exposed right now. I'm thinking about this move, which is spinning this. I will go for that. Oh my gosh, my time. All right, I was thinking about that. But now I think I can play this. Yeah, the problem is that I can take with check. Okay, but maybe we can avoid the trade. Because if they take here, I will bring the bishop back. And we avoided the trade. Yes! Let's go! I hope I don't get mated. Because I could get brutally mated. It's all part of the plan. Sacrificing that exchange was all part of the plan. Amazing. So they want to come to play this move now. I mean, I think I can't stop all the trades here, but at least I will stop all the skewer. And I have 1 minute left on the clock. I thought this challenge would have been easier, to be honest. But my brain was so focused on the fact that I have to avoid trades that it gets complicated. Okay, after this, where is the... Okay, let's play rook here. Let's try to activate this other rook as well. Okay, the king is running. I'm risking to get mated, to be honest. But it's all good. It is all part of the plan, right? What? What? Okay, I have to not get... No, my... Oh man, that's very bad. Okay, we need to checkmate them. Doesn't matter how, we just need to do it. I need to use my king, you know? My king will be part of this journey. Okay, let's take here. Let's avoid the forks. Possibly. Okay, the king wants to go there and then to try to checkmate it like this. The plan failed miserably. Okay, attacking the rook, attacking the knight. I have 30 seconds. Let's go here. My rook wants to come there. Okay, if they give a check, we can stop it like this. Oh. Wait a second! What did just happen? What did just happen? Well, but I can't. I need to offer a draw. I can't win because I can't promote. Hey, this would have been a loss, so we take it. Quick analysis. There are actually two good moves in this position, but both go back to the same endgame. And this is absolutely fine. Everything I played was good. And now after knight here, I have to take. And after queen takes, after queen e2, I reach a better endgame for me. But that's why this challenge is so hard. I need to avoid endgames at all costs. And the move I played here instead, queen d2, already brings the position back to equality. And then we know what happened afterwards. Okay, I need to redeem myself. So we will try to go for a last game and try to win without promotion. All right, black pieces against 1d4. It's very hard to go aggressive against this, but we'll try our best. I don't like the move e3 because it's tapping, blocking the bishop inside the box. I will go for the move c5, which is a typical move to keep in mind, because what we are doing is trading off a central pawn for a side pawn. What I want to do right now is to play e5 and then try to take back. This is a smart move, wanting to defend the pawn, but I play a5, so I'm going to block it. Now I play e6 because I really want to take that pawn. Haha, interesting. Let's not forget that trades are not good for us, but I need to defend this knight. It was attacked twice, and now I'm attacking also the knight, so trades are gonna happen, but I will be left with a very strong center, because after... Okay, I can take this knight. Interesting. So now we have an extra piece, right? But again, as we know, winning by trading off is not even an option. So we have to try to checkmate, and I will try to bring all my pieces against this king if they castle short. And in the meantime, I will try to take this pawn. Very important. Castle short myself, play the move e5, develop all my pieces. Okay, let's keep going. Ace h3 is just a move that wants to defend the king in a way, maybe avoid in the future that my bishop can go to g4, but actually is also a weakness, because already after castle e5, I could even think about sacrificing a piece there. There we go. We go for the center, taking full control. I like that move, but it's very important. I don't want to trade, so I will actually sacrifice, let that pawn go for a higher purpose, which is the one of finding a checkmate. So we lost the pawn, but that's fine. I will play the move e4. I'm basically kicking the defender of the king. Now the knight has to move, and then my queen could slide here, and we're threatening mate. And there are not many ways. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I could play bishop here, attacking the queen, and if they take, I'm giving mate. And now if the queen moves away, I can then sacrifice the bishop. We have it! Yes! Winning without promotion is possible, also at this level. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what crazy challenges you would like to see next. And this is me testing a new chess opening. Check it out. See you next time.